Good morning, everyone. So today's do now is which would you choose to be honest and poor or dishonest and rich? Explain why. So looking forward to hearing your responses on these. Hopefully you're uh, honest, even whether you're rich or poor with this question. Um, But yeah, hopefully all of your essays are coming along. So remember, yesterday we looked at um, writing your thesis statements. Um, so slowly but surely working on uh, completing your argumentative essay. So remember, do not forget the attendance form. It closes around 2 o'clock. So make sure you get it in before then. Otherwise, you're marked absent for the day on PeoplePath. So just quickly reviewing the 5 characteristics of a good question. I apologize, that's what we did yesterday. My other class did thesis statements. So for you guys, you're working on developing a good essay question. So just reviewing that. Remember, it's supposed to be purposeful, so know its purpose. Open but with direction, so it should be more than a yes or no answer. It should be guided but without distractions, so making sure it stays focused, and it should encourage higher levels of thinking, so the more complex um, forms of thinking, so DOK 3 or 4. And then it should also empower, so establish some type of importance, right? Why should your audience members care? Yes, we also did a question checklist, right? So is the question right for me? Is it well articulated? And is your question doable, right? So we went over those yesterday. So hopefully by now you've narrowed down your question that you would like to write about. And for the rest of today is pretty much giving you guys some time to do research. So researching articles about your controversial figure and your topic. So here's what I mean by that. Sometimes, like we were using the example of abortion, right? So perhaps a controversial figure chose to have an abortion, and that's where the controversy is happening. So maybe the famous person, you can find 1 or 2 articles about them having the abortion. However, that might not be enough to actually write a full argumentative essay on it, right? So that's where you should also Google search your topic. So, what are some credible sources that talk about the controversy with abortion, right? So, you're researching 2 different types, the controversial figure and what makes them controversial. So you can include evidence about them, but you also want to do some research about the topic itself. So perhaps a music artist was stealing lyrics from somebody else, or plagiarism, right? So then the topic that you want to research is plagiarism. So how do you define plagiarism? What would it fall under? So that now you have more sources and more evidence that you can use for your essay, right? So remember, we're using credible sources. So if you choose to use Wikipedia to look things up, do not use Wikipedia as your source, right? But look at its references. So that's where you might be able to find some credible sources there, okay? So use the reference list or any other credible sources. So for example, TMZ, is that a credible source? No, right? That's just celebrity gossip or able to make things up. So just because it seems legit, I'm pretty sure we've gone over, right, how to look for credible sources. So make sure you do that. So today, all you have to do to turn in is your exit ticket. So after you've done your research, which 3 sources are you planning to use? So I'd like to have the title, the author, and the organization. So even if you want to perhaps copy and paste the link, you can do that as well. And then how does it relate to your controversial figure, right? So it could be the topic or the person itself. Um, but even if you copy and paste the link, I still want you to write out the title, the author, and the organization, okay? Because if you can't find those 3 things, then that's something that you should question whether it's a credible source or not, okay? So that's just one way of helping you out on that. So the exit ticket, again, like I said, the attendance form is open till 2 p.m. However, you will have a longer period of time to continue working on the exit ticket. So that'll be due on Friday. Most of your assignments are still due on Friday just to give you guys extensions. Because again, I know life happens or things are going around in your house. So I don't expect you guys to complete all the classwork during the 9:05 a.m. time slot, right? So you do have more time, but make sure you are completing your work. And if you guys have any questions, continue reaching out on Remind or Google Classroom. Would love to chat with you guys. All right, have a good day. And yeah, hope to see you soon. Bye.